It's time for Real Estate 101 with the Karey Brown team from Realty Executives Preferred Advisors.
Good Saturday morning to you. This is Karey Brown, broker owner of Realty Executives Preferred Advisors, and you're listening to Real Estate 101. Today I am here with Robert Saunders, and he is with the Care Division. It's the employment specialist at the Topeka Rescue Mission. Good morning, Robert.
Good morning.
I'm having a hard time controlling my tongue today. It just isn't wanting to do what I want it to. So, Robert, how long have you been with the Topeka Rescue Mission?
I've been with the Topeka Rescue Mission for about a year and a half.
And so you tell us what you do exactly there.
What I do with the Topeka Rescue Mission is I'm the employment specialist. Just a little bit about the Career Readiness Education Program is that it's divided into two parts. And the first part is classroom instruction. And we have an instructor that works with the students during those first 6 weeks, working on their soft skills, like their attitude and their problem-solving abilities, their critical thinking. But what I do is the last 6 weeks, I arrange unpaid internships with the local businesses to put into practice what the students have learned during those first 6 weeks in the program.
Awesome. And how long so that's 12 weeks. How many people have you had graduate from the program?
We've had about 61 people graduate from the program. We actually started the program in August of 2015. Prior to the CARE program, there was a program that was providing similar services to Topeka Rescue Mission guests, and also guests in the community. And that was the TMAC program. It was called the Topeka Moving Ahead program, and that was sponsored by the Kansas Legal Services, and they lost their funding. And at that point, the Topeka Rescue Mission decided that we would establish a program similar and do it on our own.
That is amazing. You guys you're doing just an amazing thing for the city.
Thank you.
I know not everybody understands how the rescue mission works, so I think it's great to hear that, the details and exactly, how you're helping people get back on their feet and get into employment and not stay just at the rescue mission, move on and be productive members of the society. And that's amazing. So let's talk about the life skills management training more in detail. Okay.
Actually, the life skills management training, one of the things I want to say about the CARE program, even though it's a career readiness education program, it's a holistic program. We really deal with the body, and we deal with the mind, and we deal with their employment as well too. But life skills management training, we cover such topics as time management. How do they manage their time? We deal with critical thinking and problem solving. So we do some scenarios that allow them to put into practice some different problem solving skills that they have. And then we do conflict resolution and also stress management. And that's a big one because we really work with them on how to deal with stressful situations, because we know that on their job that they're going to encounter those, and they probably have encountered those in the past, and that may have presented some problems for them. And also financial literacy. We have housing and credit counseling come in once a week for the first 6 weeks in the program, and really talk with them about budgeting and just how to manage their finances when they obtain employment.
That's amazing. There's a lot of people that actually need those. Time management would be awesome. It's so funny. I had a meeting with the gal yesterday, and she said, "I follow you on Facebook. How do you get everything done and look so calm?" I said, "That's Facebook, honey." Who said I was calm?
Right.
Employability skills training.
Yeah, we work a lot during that first 6 weeks on employability skills training. One of the things we do is we do a 30-second commercial because one of the things that most employers ask the prospective employee is, tell me about yourself. So we work with them on just in 30 seconds to tell the employer about themselves. So that's the first impression piece. Yeah. And then we also work with them on job search. One of the things that we require that they do during the second 6 weeks of the program is to do 4 job searches a week. So by the time that they graduate from the program, they should have at least 24 job searches. And so we work with them in detail about how to complete an application thoroughly. And also, as you well know, Karey, most companies now, they do the applications online. So we do some basic computer skills training to assist them in how to fill the application out completely online, too. We also do a professional resume that we have them to do, and we also do thank you letters and cover letters as well, too. And the other big thing that we do is mock interviews. We bring in local businesses from the community and also Workforce Center to actually go through mock interviews, and the interviewers provide them with some feedback on how they've done during that interview and things that maybe they can improve as well, too.
That's awesome. You know, it's funny going through the interview process because we're replacing some staff, and we also have some sales positions available on the team. And in a company, you really have to have the right fit, because the wrong fit can almost make it implode, you know?
Absolutely.
So having the right mindset whenever you come into a workplace is really important, and how to be a team player. And you really pick up on the key statements that they make during that interview process as far as, you know, who they are and how they're going to participate.
Absolutely. And one of the things that we work with them on, too, is that, you know, as you said, just having the right fit for the company, because although they're interviewing for the job, we also want them to be assessing for themselves if that job is right, if that job is a right fit for them as well, too.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I think that is what it boils down to. Mm-hmm. Usually the people that could make it implode aren't in the right place to start with.
Right.
You know, something about their home life. And that's what I found over the years, is it may not have anything to do with the job so much as it is the home life in general, you know.
Yes. Are
they happy there? Because if they aren't happy there, it does spill over into work. And when you're a small company, that shows up, you know,
it does, yes,
differently than it would in a larger company, I think.
Absolutely.
So workplace literacy, what do you guys do to prepare them there?
Yeah. Workplace literacy, we basically talk about, again, we work with them on the computer. We want them to have a basic knowledge of computer skills. We talk to them about business communication, about how they interact with their team members or their boss. So we talk a lot about business communication and being able to be aware of the culture of the particular business or organization that they go into. And we spend a lot of time on just how they listen and how they speak, and just how their attitude may show up, and how to develop a professional attitude on the job as well, too.
That's great. So the 6-week internship, if an employer is interested in having some interns, do they contact you or do you reach out to them?
It can work either way. I mean, certainly they can contact me at the Topeka Rescue Mission, or I also am looking for any opportunity that I can to reach out to prospective organizations or employers that are willing to provide the internships for our students. The internships are really a great opportunity for both the student and the businesses. And Karey, I just want to give a shout out to you and thank you, Realty Executives, for having an intern during this class that we just started as well, too. But yes, and they can just reach out to me, or I can reach out to them as well, too. Either way works well. And
we're happy to participate. We were pretty excited about it. I think the gal that we will be interning with does have some history with real estate. Yes. So I'm excited to see how that unfolds for her.
Absolutely. She's excited as well.
Yeah. So she starts with us tomorrow, I believe.
That's today, actually.
Is it today?
Yes.
Oh, wow. I guess it is today. So April was telling me yesterday, okay, this is what we're going to do. And I was like, okay. So when it comes to life management and employment resources, how do you guys continue to follow up with them after they've completed the course and gotten into their positions? Yes.
After they've gone through the course and actually graduate from the program, or while they're still in the program, Karey?
Both.
Okay. While they're still in the program, the internships are 2 days a week, and they are Tuesdays and Thursdays, and they're 6 hours a day, a minimum of 6 hours a day. The schedules of the internship were very, very flexible. We leave that up to the employer and the students to work out the 6 hours or even longer if they need be. But the other 3 days that they're in the program, they're actually doing the job search, and then we're still continuing to work with them on some of the skills, some of the life management skills, some of the employability skills, getting feedback on how their intern is going, and also on workplace literacy. We're continuously working on those during the last 6 weeks of the program. And then after they graduate, we developed recently an aftercare program. And so once a week, if they're not employed, they come to the center, and then we check in with them and see how their job search is going and see if there are any issues or things that we can provide assistance with them on. And we try to follow them for a 2-year period. It's not always successful because they move and change their phone numbers, but we try to stay in touch with it as best we can.
What are some of the other places that have employed some of the people coming through the CARE program? Okay.
Just a few of the organizations and agencies that have hired our students that have been involved in internships. One is the City of Topeka. They are very big supporters of ours, and they've hired several of our students. Capitol Plaza also have hired several of our students, and they're a big supporter. Again, I want to just give a shout out to Capitol Plaza, because one of the things that Capitol Plaza does, in addition to hire some of our students, is that they provide a luncheon every class, and it's a very nice banquet style luncheon that they have free of charge. For some of our students, that's the first time that they've even been in a setting like that. So it's a great opportunity for them. Another one is Stormont Vale. They've hired students in Topeka Public Schools, 501 District, Community Action, just a few of the agencies that have hired our students.
And you mentioned during the break that there were other speakers that you had that come into the program. Who are they?
Yes, we have the Kansas Legal Services. They come in and they they provide some basic information about just their legal status and also ways in which they can expunge some of the records that they may have if they've had a legal problem. Kansas State Extension Center comes in every Wednesday for about the first 6 weeks and does a nutrition class, so it really helps them on being healthy once they have an opportunity. Topeka Housing Authority, they come in. Health Access also comes in and provides them with an opportunity to sign up for those that don't have medical insurance. It also is a way that they can be able to have that as well, too. So those are just a few of the people that come in. Of course, there's a lot of speakers that come in, and we're always looking for Linda Kinney, which is our primary instructor for the class, is always looking for speakers to come in and cover a number of different topics.
We're going to have a word from our sponsors. We'll be right back. It'll be myself again with Robert Saunders from Topeka Rescue Mission and the CARE program. So be sure and join us again, and we'll be right back.
Southwest Topeka has a good neighbor. State Farm agent Jim Garrison, now at 29th and Urish. If your current insurance situation has you going around in circles, get off the roundabout and stop in and meet Jim and his wonderfully efficient staff. Let Jim Garrison give you a quote and make the Garrison comparison. He's confident that with State Farm's competitive rates, the right coverage, and his unmatched service, you'll want to make him your new insurance agent. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there, and Jim Garrison is there for you, northeast of the roundabout at 29th and Urish.
This is Stephen Parkin at Invista Credit Union. Purchasing a home is one of the most exciting and important decisions someone can make. Let me tell you why Invista is the best choice for financing your new home purchase. First, quick pre-approval process. Our fast decision-making gives you the power to act quickly and make an offer on your dream home. Second, local servicing. We service your mortgage in-house. You won't get a long-distance runaround, but a committed professional whose only job is to help you. Third, experienced team. We are dedicated to simplifying the process and educating you through the home buying process. Come by Invista. It's okay to dream. In fact, it's encouraged. We are your home buying partner. Give us a call at 785-228-0149.
Thanks for joining us again. This is Karey Brown, broker owner of Realty Executives Preferred Advisors, and you're listening to Real Estate 101. I'm back with Robert Saunders from the Topeka Rescue Mission, and he is with the Employment Specialist Division, which is also known as the CARE program. So, Robert, tell us about some success stories.
Oh, sure. I mean, this is probably one of my favorite parts of the just being involved with the CARE program is those successes that we have. One of the people that we want to share it with is that she was a LPN. And when she came to the rescue mission, she needed to do some things to get her requirements back to actually some CEUs. So she did that on her own. She went and got her continuing education requirements, and she did her internship at Breakthrough House. And before she could complete her internship, she was able to get a job as an LPN at Rolling Hills Health Rehabilitation Center as a nurse. And I think she started off at about $22 an hour.
Wow.
So that was one. Another one that we had, that there was a young man that worked with Shawnee County Parks and Recreation. He did his internship with them. They really wanted to offer him a job, but he had two other job offers as well, too. He had a job offer with the Topeka Public Schools, and he had a job offer with the city of Topeka. He ended up taking the position with the city of Topeka in their maintenance division as well, too. And just one other one I'll share real quickly. We had a young lady that was involved in the program that was a dental hygienist for about 10 years for a couple of different companies, and she did her internship with Community Action. Before she had a chance to complete her internship, she was hired as a local dentist's office here, and she was making about $18 an hour. So those are just a few of the success programs that we've had. But again, we believe that the internships are a win-win situation for the students and for the businesses as well, too.
That is amazing. So when you come to the rescue mission, what would you say, basically, what do you see typically brings them there?
It can be a wide variety of different situations and circumstances that would bring someone to the rescue mission. During the year and a half that I've been there, one of the things that I've come to realize is that anybody can end up homeless, depending on just a variety of different situations. It could be as far as just losing your job. It could be something that you were staying with another person or persons, and then there's a conflict there, and then they decide that they don't want you there anymore and you don't have any place to go. Or you could be staying with a relative, and they decided that, again, it's too crowded in that place and you need to find other accommodations. So it could be sometimes it's a legal situation that a person finds themselves in, been released, and then, again, no place to really go. There's some situations that are addiction issues, bring a person there that have had some issues and caused some circumstances, and then they end up at the mission as well, too.
I know when I first got into real estate, I had gone to the rescue mission and just asked, could I raise money for one of the families for Christmas, that had kids. And
yes.
There was a gal there that was going through a very nasty divorce,
mm-hmm.
and her and her kids left with nothing.
Wow.
And we're used to living in a very, I would say, nice, established income lifestyle.
Yes.
So it was a pretty different, change for them, and very abrupt, but needed to be done because it was an abusive relationship. And so earned money and, just made sure that they had a really good Christmas and donated a lot of things. So
absolutely.
That was about 16 years ago.
Oh, wow.
So I always wonder where she is now, but,
yeah.
She may not even be around here anymore. It amazed me how no one is above being in that situation.
Absolutely. Yeah, anybody can find themselves in that situation.
Right. And so I always say, don't pass judgment until you know what happened. And then you don't have any right to do it then either. So,
amen. And that's the one thing about the CARE program. We let them know that they are ambassadors or their representatives, and that they really, once they go on the internships or they go out in the community and they get good jobs, they're changing the perception of the mission one person at a time.
Absolutely. I was really impressed with her story and the fact that she had the courage to step away,
Amen.
And give up, well into a 6-figure household and just say, it's not worth being beaten or worrying about my kids. And I'm taking my kids. We're going to the rescue mission. We're going to start over. And that's exactly what she did. So
yes,
I was proud of her,
Yes,
but she had the courage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people just would have stayed because the lifestyle was comfortable in the other means.
Yes.
So let's say someone wants to help. They want to get involved in helping to fund this particular program. What would they do?
Yes, they could contact the Topeka Rescue Mission, and just to make sure that it went to the CARE department, and they could specify that they wanted to designate funds to the Career Readiness Education Program. Just a little bit about how we're funded. We are funded through the United Way in part, and then the rest of the funds come from the Topeka Rescue Mission. We do not take any governmental funding. We are a faith-based organization, although that's not something that we push upon people. We talk openly about our faith, so we don't take any public funds. So if you want to donate, we would be more than thrilled about that.
And if they wanted to do that, how would they get a hold of you?
They could contact me directly. They could at my business card. It's 354-1744. That's the main number to the rescue mission, and they can get in contact with me that way.
Okay. And they would be asking for Robert Saunders, just in case you missed that.
Yes.
Okay. And if they wanted to be a speaker or come in and do some sort of classes or anything like that, how would they get involved?
Yes, if they wanted to be a speaker or get involved in any way, they could contact Linda Kinney. Miss Kinney is our lead instructor, and she's the one that coordinates the curriculum and the schedule of speakers. And you can just reach Linda directly at our office, and her number is 785-286-7304. And she would be glad to have anybody assist in any way.
And I actually forgot to ask you this earlier. I know that you guys, in part of the process, is teaching them how to dress for the job. Let's go into more detail about that.
Yes. Once they're in the program, one of the things that we do is that we take them to get a couple of outfits at the Topeka Boutique on South Kansas, and so we provide them with a couple of nice slacks and a couple of shirts that they could have. But starting about the third week that they're in the program, we require them to, on Mondays and Wednesdays, to dress professionally when they come to class, because, again, we want them to get into the habit of looking nice and feeling good about themselves as they prepare themselves for employment. So one of the things that, again, that is a need for the program is for donation for just some nice types of business clothes that our students might be able to wear. And they would be able to drop those donations off at our distribution center, which is it's on Norwood in North Topeka. I don't have the exact address at this particular time, but it's Topeka Rescue Mission Distribution Center.
And Google is a great thing. So the address for the donation center is 401 Northwest Norris Street in Topeka, Kansas. And you can donate Monday through Friday, 8 to 4, and Saturday from 9 to 1. So if you have some clothing items that you would be willing to donate, especially if they are more towards the dressy, as in work attire, that would be amazing for these guys to get back on their feet.
Yes, sir.
And so let's talk about graduation from the program. What does that look like?
Yes, it's a tough program. The requirements for graduation is that they have to have 80% attendance as far as during that 12 weeks while they're in the program. They have to have 80% attendance on their internship once they start their internship as well, too. And then everybody that comes to the CARE program is also assigned a mentor. And so another requirement is that they have to have 80% attendance with a meeting with their mentor on a weekly basis as well, too. So they have to do all of those things to be able to successfully graduate from the program. And, one last thing. In addition to that, they have to have completed their 24 job searches that I think I mentioned earlier in the interview.
And when you say job searches, does that mean they have to go on those interviews or just be hunting for a job?
They have to be hunting for a job. And what we do is we require them to not only log that they've made contact or they filled out the interview with that prospective employer, but they write a little bit about the business and then that they follow up with them. We found that the key piece of this is the follow up. Because a lot of times if they just submit an application and just wait to hear back from them, that's not always going to happen. So we require that they follow up on each one of the job applications that they submit as well.
Absolutely. So again, real quick, if you're interested or know someone that might be in need or would like to donate, the office number is 785-286-7304.
Yes.
Okay. And the Topeka Rescue Mission is located at 600 North Kansas Avenue, Topeka, Kansas. And again, that main number is 785-354-1744.
Yes.
And if they want to get a hold of Robert Saunders, that being you, would it be ideal to have them email you or call the main office, or what would be best?
They can either call me directly. They can call me at 785-249-3160. And then that way I know that they'll be able to reach me directly.
And just in case you didn't know, we donate 5% of our commissions to a charity of your choosing. And we donate, we've done several with the Topeka Rescue Mission. We donate to the local schools.
Oh,
so
wonderful.
If you know anybody that's looking to buy or sell, you don't have to actually work at the schools. You don't have to actually work at a church. You don't have to actually work at Topeka Rescue Mission. You just have to feel passionately about it. And if that's what you want us to do, that's what we do. We don't upcharge you or anything. I donate literally from my commission, and so do my agents.
Amen.
We wanted to be more than just agents. We wanted to help the community and actually stand out in the community for doing something that was over and above and not just like everybody else.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much, Karey, for everything that you do.
Absolutely. I really appreciate it. And I'm looking forward to our intern today. Real quick before we go, we have listed 4328 Southeast Chisholm Road for 179, 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,036 square feet. Be sure and check that out. We also have one at 2621 Southeast Tidewater Drive, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,483 square feet, completely renovated, $135,000. Be sure and check out 5729 Southwest 37th Terrace, 5-bedroom, 6-bath, 7,474 square feet for $675,000. It even has an elevator. And be sure and check out 922 Southeast Croco Road. This one actually has a mother-in-law suite detached from the property, but it is directly right off of the patio. It's a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,730 square feet, priced at $205,000. And 5734 Southwest Urish Road, Topeka, Kansas. This one is a 6-bedroom, 5-bath, 6,806 square feet for $599,900. So be sure and check those out. There's more on our website at preferredadvisorsteam.com. You can just click on our properties and see the ones that we have listed. We have more going on every week. So be sure and check that out. And if you're looking to buy or sell in Northeast Kansas, be sure and check out the website. It has more homes than Zillow because all of the MLSs that we are on do not syndicate to Zillow. So if you're looking in all of Northeast Kansas, our website is where to go, preferredadvisorsteam.com. And remember, we donate to the charity of your choice, so be sure and give us a call if you're looking to buy or sell. We would love to do that for you too. Thanks for joining us on Real Estate 101.
Thank you for listening to Real Estate 101 with the Karey Brown team from Realty Executives Preferred Advisors.